What's up, fam? This is your boy El Jefe, and I just came up on some true wireless earbuds that are coming in at a dope price that I'm excited to tell you guys about. So these right here are the TaoTronics BH053. So you can find these guys on Amazon right now for about 50 bucks. I'll be sure to leave a link to that right down in the description box below. Make sure you guys check that out if you're interested. And as an Amazon associate, I do earn on qualifying purchases. So just throwing that out there. Now, before we go any further, and just for full disclosure, TaoTronics did reach out to me, sent these over for my honest opinion and review. And if this is your first time here, you're not familiar with the way that I do things, whether I go out and buy the product myself or if a company reaches out to me and sends it out for free, I'm always going to keep it 100% real with you guys and let you know whether or not it's worth your hard-earned money. So with that said, let's get into it. Now, this isn't going to be one of those super fancy, like B-roll heavy reviews. I'm just really excited to tell you guys about this product. So I'm just going to, bring you all the facts and hopefully you guys enjoy it. So let's do it the way I do it usually. Talk about the cons first, then we'll get into the good things, and then I'll give you my recommendation. So first, let's start with, I'm not really going to say cons. This is going to be more like gripes. So firstly, and just nitpicky here, it's a micro USB charging. So, 2019, I was hoping that these would have a Type-C port on them. They do not. But like I said, it's a minor gripe. You can still charge them up. Plenty of people still have their micro USB cables. So just kind of throwing that out there. It is micro USB. Now, secondly, this is one of the things that I'm still kind of having some trouble with. A lot of people like this feature. There is no, true mono mode on these earbuds. So if you want to listen to one of the earbuds by themselves, it has to be the left one by itself. If you try to use the right one while the left one is charging, it just disconnects. So basically the left earbud is the master, the right one being the slave. So there is no true dual mono mode. Unfortunately, that's kind of one of those things that a lot of you like. It doesn't really apply to me as far as that goes. I don't really use that feature very often, but if that's a deal breaker for you, go ahead and keep that in mind. If you do want to use just one by itself while the other one charges, it has to be the left one. Now, with that out of the way, that's pretty much, the things that I don't like. As far as I can tell, those are the only negatives. So let's get into the things that I do like about these. So first up, you've got that price, $49.99. The price is right for everything that you're getting in this package. But let me elaborate on that further. I just wanted to make sure you guys knew what the price was going forward, and that way you can keep that in mind when you hear what I'm talking about. So first up, you've got Bluetooth 5.0. So at least, we're in 2019 here. They've gone with the Bluetooth 5.0 standard. So connection is great. They claim to get around 33 feet. In my testing, I actually got out to right around 40 feet before I started having any clipping or any disconnections. So the connection is pretty solid. Haven't had any issues with the earbuds disconnecting from each other or disconnecting from my phones. So no problems there, whether I'm using the Galaxy S10 Plus, the S8, the OnePlus 6, the iPhone, or the Google Pixel. No issues with any of those devices as far as connections go. And then you've also got, video lag or latency. Is there any lag or latency? On this, none whatsoever as far as your Android devices go. I must stress this. The only latency that I ever experienced with any of these Bluetooth earbuds is on iOS in the YouTube app specifically. So if you're watching videos on your iPhone with these earbuds and you watch, say, Hulu or Netflix or videos on Facebook or wherever else, there's no latency. That's a crazy thing. Only the YouTube app will you see a little bit of latency with pretty much any Bluetooth earbud that I've tested, with the exception of the Apple AirPods or anything with the H1 or W1 chip. I don't know. It's kind of weird how the YouTube app kind of doesn't play well with that stuff. But I digress. As far as latency go, none whatsoever with that one exception. Next up, they also have some splash resistance and they claim to be sweat proof. Unfortunately, I cannot find any sort of a IP or IPX rating on these. I didn't see anything listed on the website. I didn't see anything listed on the Amazon for sale page. So I'm not sure what rating they exactly have, but I have splashed them with water and I have sweated in them profusely. And I have not had any issues with them dying out or going bad on me or anything like that. So as far as the sweat proof claim goes, so far, so good. Next up, we have the phone call quality. That's super important for a lot of people. So let me give you guys a quick sample of the call quality.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey, so I'm doing a quick sound test on the TaoTronics BH053. How am I coming through?
You sound very clear, man.
Indoor. I'll try it again outside and then we'll go from there.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm doing a quick sound check on the TaoTronics BH053. Now we're outside in a windy environment. How do I sound?
You sound good, man. You sound loud and clear.
Now, in my opinion, the indoor call quality is actually pretty good. The outdoor is actually not so bad either. You know, you can obviously hear the voice pretty well. Is it perfect? No. Is it as good as your Apple AirPods? No. But considering the fact that you're only paying $49.99 for these earbuds, it's pretty freaking good. Next up, we've got the battery life. So the battery life on these, they claim 5 hours worth of battery life on these earbuds. In my testing, I managed to get right around 4 hours and 17 minutes, and that's playing them at about 80% volume. So that's still pretty good. 4 hours and 17 minutes is definitely above the mark for earbuds that are under 50 bucks. Most of the earbuds under $50, you're getting, you know, 2 to sometimes 3.5 hours at best. So the fact that we're breaking above 4 hours, pretty good. I think the value is definitely there as far as that's concerned. Probably the best battery life that you're getting out of earbuds in this price range. And not only that, you also get an additional 5 charges in the earbuds case. So that's pretty good as well. I managed to get an additional 5 charges out of these, so that's still pretty good before you actually have to recharge the case as well. And then you have the case itself. So it's actually pretty small, easily pocketable. You know, the only thing I don't like is the fact that it's very plasticky, like the lid is very, you know, it feels, you know, I don't know. It is what it is, but it is small, it is light, it is pocketable, so there is that. Next, these feature touch controls. So that's another nice thing. There isn't any physical buttons on these. Basically, it's like, you know, single tap, double tap, triple tap, long press. So, you know, your standard touch controls. But one of the beautiful things about these is they actually have volume control on the earbuds. That's something you don't see on a lot of the lower end earbuds, but these do have that. It's a single tap for volume up, single tap on the other side for volume down. You know, you got your double taps to skip tracks, play, pause, and you also have the ability to answer and, you know, hang up phone calls, skip phone calls, like reject phone call, whatnot. And you also have the ability to access Siri or your assistant of choice. So that touch control is nice. You don't have to press it really hard. It's just light taps and it works like a charm. I'm actually pretty impressed for this price range to have such nice touch controls. Pretty good, if you ask me. And then last but not least, let's talk about the sound quality, because I know that's what you guys came here for. So first, let's talk about the volume, and then we'll get into the quality of the sound. So as far as the volume goes, there is more than enough volume. If you guys are like my man, Flossie Carter, who wants that max volume all the time, these will have you covered. There's plenty of volume. There's actually, for me personally, there's actually too much volume, because some of the really high quality tracks that I keep on my devices, I can't listen to them above 90% volume without my ears starting to ring. Let that sink in a little bit. I can't play the music at full volume without my ears ringing. So there's some serious volume to these earbuds, and that definitely caught me off guard. Now, as far as the sound quality goes, these things are a dynamic sound. So by that is, you know, like a V-shaped type sound. You got really bright treble. You've got some decent mid-range, but that bass, dude, that bass is unbelievable. Like, I can't stress this enough. We're talking about bass on par with like some of the better earbuds. Like, the bass on these is comparable, easily comparable to what you're getting out of those Sabat E12s, but you're getting these at $30 less. Let that sink in. So the bass on these, you're getting sub bass, which really threw me off. Some of the tracks that on certain earbuds, you can't hear some of those really low bass notes. These are picking that up perfectly. And there's no distortion when you start getting above 75, 80, 85%, 90% volume, no distortion whatsoever. So as far as the sound quality goes, for 50 bucks, these earbuds are punching at a much higher weight class. This is sound quality that I was expecting out of earbuds coming in somewhere between $80 to $100. So for 50 bucks, it's an absolute steal. Do I recommend you guys go out and picking up the TaoTronics BH053 earbuds? Abso-freaking-lutely, man. Especially right now, if you go on Amazon, there's a little button you can click that even knocks $5 off. So you can get these at 45 bucks. Man, that's a killer deal. So if you guys are into that, make sure you check the links down below. I'll be leaving a link to this product along with links to all of my different headphone and earbud recommendations on Amazon right down there in the description box. But the overall value you're getting, $50. Keep that in mind, 50 bucks. You're getting decent microphone quality. You're getting some sweat proofness. The battery life is coming in above 4 hours, 4 hours, 17 minutes to 4.5 hours. I mean, not only that, and then you get that sound quality. I mean, you guys have to hear it for yourselves to believe it. Now, have you guys tried out these TaoTronics earbuds yourself? If you have, leave me some comments down in the comment section. Let me know how you like them. But if you guys have any further questions or anything like that about any of these products that I've been reviewing, make sure you guys leave those down in the comment section. I will get back to you as soon as possible. And if you guys like this video, go ahead and smash that like button. If you guys didn't like this video, go ahead and hit that dislike button. There's always one or two of you out there, and I don't want you feeling left out. And if you haven't done so already, consider joining the fam. Hit that subscribe button along with that small notification bell. This way you never miss any of my weekly videos. Now, before you guys leave, before we all get going and doing our own thing, a lot of you guys like these shades that I'm wearing in my videos. These shades come from a company called City Lokes. Now, this isn't a sponsored video, but I did reach out to them because I got a lot of people asking me about them. And basically they said, you know what? We like what you're doing on your channel. We like that you're wearing our shades in your videos. And they're not paying me to do it. I bought these shades, by myself with my own money, but they are offering a 10% discount by using the code ELJEFE on their website. So I'll leave a link to that in the description box down below if you guys are interested in some customizable shades. They do a ton of different things, but you can get 10% off your order on citylokes.com. So I'll leave that in the description box if you guys are interested. So with all that said, let's get all that out of the way. I really hope I brought you guys some good value today. I hope you guys like this video. I hope you all have a great week, and I will see you in the next video.